Everyone that I've talked to about this issue had never heard of it, and it is the greatest environmental crime in America. The EPA and we, as a country, have inadvertently created really a devastating vector for bioterrorism of ourselves.
Raw sewage, finding a way to make it a little more useful for local farms by creating fertilizer.
But the question is this change safe and sanitary?
So I began to look at it. I found a book called Science for Sale by Dr. David Lewis, and I highly recommend this book. And Dr. Lewis saw his career destroyed by the EPA.
Biosolids contains every toxic chemical, every heavy metal, every pollutant that we're concerned about causing adverse health effects.
The reason that no one suggests this is completely safe is because there is no existing research stating that it is.
And then they just flush the toilet and they think everything's gone. So it's like a flush and forget type of scenario. And they don't realize that it's right back on their dinner plate 3 weeks later.
This is the importance of being clean, because when we do flush, it's going somewhere else. And it could be part of our food supply. It could be contaminating our cities and our children. And when we've interviewed people who have been part of this industry, they told us that the city leaders get financed kickbacks from the biosludge companies to keep the system going.
But let any scientist try faking data, they will be fired and put in prison. But fake data for the government in its interest, in the industry's interest, and you will be promoted and protected at the highest levels.
Remember, everything you flush down the toilet goes into these biosolids. If you wouldn't put it in your own garden, don't flush it down the toilet.
This here is the site where the biosolids from the Kelowna plant actually go. It's completely surrounded by non-residential area. I don't know whether this is an error or if it's a deliberate deception.
This is so bad that this generation of humans, we may leave behind truly a toxic legacy for generations to come.
It is the universe of pollution in one product.